Hi there, Mary Ellen Duchesne here, one of Smartest Solutions. First of all, I want to congratulate you on taking a few minutes to work on your business, not just in your business. Obviously, that's very smart. I'm sure you're busy, but smart to do once in a while, right? Um, I'm going to show you a way that I'm going to automatically increase your bottom line. I'm going to show you it's going to prove to never be an expense. Okay. So this is a pre-recorded video, so I'll be doing some generic numbers. But if you want to do a live one-on-one Zoom call with me, you can go to takeafewminutesnow.com and book a one-on-one Zoom call. You can certainly call me, and I'll do your exact numbers. But we're only talking about the cost of a cup of coffee anyway, and I'm going to show you and prove to you how I'm going to add tens of thousands of dollars to your bottom line automatically. And we're so confident of this, we're going to give you a bunch of stuff for free. So first of all, do I have your attention? Okay. This is going to be pretty exciting. So just carve out like less than 15 minutes and we'll go over the whole thing. So I'm going to get myself out of the way here and I'm going to show you the money. Okay. So a little bit about myself. I have 40 years in marketing. I know I'm dating myself a little bit, but it is what it is. And I've come across a company that's done very well over the last 16 years. And the name is Centex Solutions, and they have over 30,000 merchants already using their products. So it's already proven to work, okay? It's working for the merchants, and it's working for the consumers. We are sending out millions of text messages every single month. What that means is there's thousands of consumers opting in, giving permission to these merchants to communicate with them this way, okay? So the consumers like it because that's why they're opting in, and the merchants like it because they're making money, okay? So, think of this. If you keep on doing the same thing over and over again, you're going to get the same results, right? Well, maybe now it's time to try something a little different that's already proven to work. Okay? Now, if you Google this, you probably already know this. Nearly 90% of consumers are checking their text messages 10 times a day. That's why we use text message marketing. Probably not in the beginning of their 16 years, but certainly now, right? So the question is, do you want your customers to see your message or your offer? How do you do that? To ensure that, you use texting, right? Because if they don't know what's going on in your business, they won't come in. And social media and email, far, 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 far less effective. Text message marketing is the best communication tool. It's also an action-causing tool. It creates sales and generates more money for you, okay? So I'm going to show you and tell you about the Centex Repeat Business Program. We're going to promise we're going to increase your repeat business, we're going to increase your foot traffic, and we're going to increase new business, all for the price of a cup of coffee. How's that sound? But it's really never going to be an expense because if a cup of coffee is $3, and literally that's what we're talking about, and we're making $100 to $200 a day, you trade that every day of the week, right? Well, let me show you how it works. I'm going to show you the money. I'll give you a few examples, and you can do your own numbers, but let's just say you have 50 people coming in your location every day. In this example, I'm only going to use 10% of the people signing up, the consumers. Now, normally we get 30 to 50, but I'm going to be super conservative and only use 10, so you can pretty much triple these numbers. These numbers are pretty huge to begin with, but let's just use the 10%. So 5 people sign up a day. I'm going to use 30 days in a month. There's about 150 people signing up every month, okay? So if I can get your customers to come in at least one more time a month, would that help you out? Of course. So it's 150 people coming in more one time a month times your average ticket in this example, 20 bucks. That's $3,000 after the first month. 3,000 bucks. That alone far pays for the entire thing the very first month. Okay? By far. The second month, your list grows. And I'm going to show you how to grow it, and we're really good at growing the list. And it grows $6,000. In this example, let's say you're a pizza shop. You have 100 people coming in. Do the math. That's $9,000 after month 1. $18,000 after month 2. You continue to do the math. It's pretty incredible. All right, let's say you have a really small boutique. Let's say you have 20 people coming in a day. You have an average ticket of 30 bucks, $1,800 after month 1, $3,600 after month 2. That the very first month, it's still far, far, far pays for itself. But do your own math, okay? It'll blow you away. Take a screenshot of this and do your own math. Again, only using 10% of the people, not 30, and only having them come in one extra time a month. The numbers are incredible. So what we're talking about here is increasing your revenue with repeat customers. And you probably already know this, but you know 65% of the business that you have comes from repeat customers, right? Best form of advertising is what? Word of mouth. right? So family and friends are far, far cheaper than paid advertising. So this is what we're going to do is get you better word of mouth. And we're going to set you up, okay? We're going to give this to you for free, okay? A free use of the kiosk with the software pre-programmed with your business. If you can take this unit, you can plug it into an outlet, that's all you have to do. Okay, it works with or without a POS. Okay, doesn't matter, it's a totally separate thing. Now, we give you free signage. I'm going to give you a 2-foot by 5-foot standing banner. I'm going to give you 100 4x6 cards. I'm going to give you social media graphics. I'm going to give you buttons for your staff. Okay? We know how to grow these lists. The consumers are going to see this. They're either going to see it, sign up at the kiosk, or they're going to sign up using the signs. They're going to scan the QR code, or they're going to text the keyword to the 800 number that we're going to set up for you, or they go to the kiosk and put their information in. The minute they do that, the system, the software, will automatically, periodically communicate with them. They'll see it because it's on their cell phone, and it drives more business. Now, you want new business? I'll show you how to do it. Again, you're going to get my 40 years of marketing experience for free. I used to do direct mail for 20 years, about 20 years ago. I wish I had this. I would have told them all to put the QR code or the keyword on the ad, because now you're capturing anybody who sees it who are interested at the time. Whether they come in or not that time, all right, you're going to be able to communicate with them to draw them back in, okay? It's a smart way of advertising. You're getting more bang for your buck by using this in addition to anything else that you're using, okay? Super simple to do. And again, we're going to give this stuff to you for free. Now, if you have a POS system, that's great. This is different, better, and far more effective, okay? We're not a POS system. We work with or without it, okay? But the thing is, we get you new customers because a typical POS system only captures the cell phone of the person that pays, right? We capture the cells to encourage them to buy and to spend more often. People who haven't even been there before. Does that make sense? So keep your POS system if you want. You're probably not even using it. Any loyalty program that I've signed up for, when I just go to pay, I never see the merchant use it. I don't know if it's not automatic or what, but they don't tend to use it. This is automatic, plus you have the ability to do at will. Also, the consumer understands that they're opting in. It's not like I'm going to a checkout and I'm just checking out, giving my phone number, and I'm not understanding what's happening. I understand I'm opting in. I understand I'm giving you permission. I expect this from my merchant, okay? Again, we work as a standalone unit with or without the POS, and you'll never lose your data. Because if you change POS systems, you'll lose it all, okay? And we also capture the other people in the party, not just the one paying. Let's say if you're a restaurant, one person pays. There's 3 other people there. Let's capture their cell phone numbers and have them come in with their friends, getting you more new customers. Now, some people come into your business, they look around, they don't buy. They leave. They may never come back. That's not a good way to do business, right? A better way is to give them the opportunity to look at that sign, maybe make the purchase because of the sign, okay? Encourage them to buy. And if they don't buy, they'll capture their information and we can pull them back in. Make sense? Again, the reason why it works so well is because we use text message marketing. Social media in the single digits. Email under 20%. Texting, 98% of the people see it because they're up with different cell phones at all times. They have them with all times. So they see your message, whether it be the automated messages or the at-will messages. Let's say if you have a slow day, you want to do a slow blast, you use our platform, you key in what you want to say. Say it's a Tuesday and it's slow, right? Type it in, you can schedule it out, you can do it as on the fly. You hit the button and it all goes to everybody who's opted into, who's given you permission, who's expecting it, okay? The other huge difference is that we do not use a point system. Think of this. If you have a royalty rewards program or whatever, you have to, as a consumer, remember that you have it with you. You have to motivate yourself to come in. You have to come in several times to get a few points, to get a few dollars off. Not that effective. We give tiny incentives via text, tapping them on the shoulder, saying, hey, you opted in, you gave us permission, come on in, get 10% off. That little tiny incentive, 10%, will get them to come in. And it will make them spend more. Okay, see how that works? It's just a smarter way of doing it. Now, you want to stay top of mind. That's why all the other major advertisers advertise constantly, because you need to stay top of mind. People only have so much discretionary income, right? You want them to spend their money with you versus somebody else, okay? Whether it be another restaurant or just even anywhere else, right? People only have so much money to spend. You want you to be top of their mind when they want to go spend their money. So, as the customers sign up every day, the automated text messages are sent out periodically, right? And that'll drive more repeat business. Plus, you have the ability to do the at will. So the tiny incentives, usually it's the 10%, will motivate them to purchase and spend more. So the automated text that we have after the check-ins, we give them a tiny incentive. After the 5th visit, they get 10%. Every 30 days, they get 10%. Now, if they haven't been in 20, 40, 60, 80 days, they haven't checked in, they get a small percentage, okay? And we can work on that whatever you want. On their birthday, I love this one. We suggest 20%, but you can do whatever you want. This motivates them to come to your place to celebrate their birthday. Everybody loves to celebrate their birthday, right? Well, your competition's probably not doing this, but you're going to be able to do it automatically. Same thing with your anniversary date of sign up. I love the next one. Google review. This is what's going to get you more new customers. After their second check-in, because they've been there once, they've been there twice, right? We're going to ask them for a Google review. That's going to get you more consistent Google reviews, which is going to get you higher in the search engines, which is going to get you more new customers. Make sense? POS systems can't do this. All right, so the at-will text messages, if you have slow days, blast it out, an event, a promotion, gift certificate sales. You want to make immediate money? Do a blast for gift certificates. Weather-related communications. I have a gym that's constantly doing that. Just let them know what's going on with your business, and so they actually see it. So anytime for any announcement, you're able to do that. You're able to communicate with them through a form in which they're going to see. It just makes you more money anytime you want it. So to sum it all up, you get the free kiosk with the software pre-programmed. You simply plug it in. You get the 2-foot by 5-foot standing banner, the 100 postcards, the social media graphics, the buttons for your staff, and me, access to me and my 40 years of marketing experience, priceless. Might that all, with the ROI I showed you, the money I showed you can make, might that be worth $3 a day? Of course. What business can't afford $3 a day? The first customer of the day pays for itself, right? You get all that stuff for free. $3 a day is $99 a month. You get 500 SMS messages, and anything over that, it's 7.9 cents. So it's only $7.90 for every 100. It's tiny money. The overages, opt-ins, and MMS, which is pictures, so you can actually send pictures. You get to try it for 6 months. Now the first month is $199, and then the next 5 months is only $9.99. Makes sense. And the program, literally said, pays for itself by the first month. And it's far cheaper and definitely more effective than any other direct mail advertising I've ever done. Okay? So remember that $3 a day, who can't afford that? And it pays for itself every single day. Look at the numbers that we talked about. Do your own numbers. It just makes sense. It's a no-brainer. We'll have you set up in 24, 48 hours. We ship out the kiosk. We ship out the signage. You'll have that in a few days, depending on how long UPS takes. There's really nothing to think about here, right? It's $3 a day. The math is the math. And if your current system is not generating this type of additional income, then maybe it's time to just try something different. Okay? Now, on a side note, if you want money for your business, we have Centex Capital. We lend unsecured working capital to businesses. You can ask me about that. But to sum it up, you get all that free stuff. You get the ability to communicate at will, as well as automatically, even during the slow times. You get to capture the new customers with the QR code on any other advertising that you do. You get an edge over your competition. You create better word of mouth. It's just a smarter, better, more effective way to drive more business automatically. It's not a point system, like I explained, no setup cost. It's never an expense. It's a proven tremendous ROI. And your income is going to grow every single month. It gets bigger and bigger every single month. And your typical POS system only captures the information of the people that pay, not the new customers, okay? It's a standalone product. And again, any POS system I've ever personally gone into and paid, I never get any communication with them. I don't understand it. I don't know if they don't use it or if it doesn't work or what. But just think of this. If you don't get their contact information, how are you going to tell them what's going on in your business so that everybody sees it, they actually see it? It's a big mistake to let the customers walk out the door without even getting their number. And again, you're going to get more bang for your buck for any advertising that you do. Help you get more new customers. Do the math. Pretty simple. It's $3 a day. Just call me. set up a Zoom call with takeafewminutesnow.com if you want. I'll get you started and we'll start making you some money. Okay? Looking forward to helping you grow your business in an automated and at-will way. All right, take care.